What is going on, guys and gals? Brooklyn bound the raid scientist here today, and we're going to talk about leveling up in Beyond Light. What activities and what strategies can help you level faster, and what new things we know thus far about all of the activities on Europa. I'm going to go through the best ways to be efficient with your drops and get the highest power you can in as little time as possible. If you're watching and you find this video helpful, please click the subscribe button down below. It's free and it'll connect you to my channel to get all my guides and videos on everything Destiny. You can also find the links to my Twitter and Twitch channels so you can stay connected with me and get any Destiny 2 questions or comments answered. So let's jump into it. Leveling in Destiny 2 Beyond Light is very similar to past DLCs and can be best achieved by following some fairly simple tips, although it can get a little complicated at times. First, note that your power level is calculated by your base power, which is the power level of your character without any benefits of your seasonal artifact, and your boosted power, which comes from the seasonal artifact. Your base power, without the artifact, is calculated in the game as the average power of all 8 of your equipped slots, your 5 armor and 3 weapons. You can see your base power on your main screen by hovering over your overall power level. Remember that your seasonal artifact will provide additional power boost as you level it up by claiming bounties and doing activities. The seasonal artifact is acquired from Zavala's office in the tower, and once acquired, all your experience gains will help increase your artifact's boosted power. Note there are even some bonus experience perks on the artifact itself that will help increase your experience gains even more when you're with a fire team. So, look for the shared wisdom buff on your character if you are claiming bounties. Remember that you need to be in a fire team and usually in some type of public space. So, the TLDR, base power comes from your gear and is the average of all 8 items. Your boosted power comes from the artifact as it's leveled up, and your overall power is the sum of these 2 things. So, to begin, for Season 12, Season of the Hunt, the soft cap is 1200 power. The hard cap is 1250 power, and the pinnacle cap is 1260 power. So, until you hit the soft cap of 1200, any world drop, blue, purple, or exotic, will be an upgrade in power and benefit you. Remember that any world drop will provide some kind of power increase here, so doing activities with frequent drop rates of engrams is going to speed this up drastically. There is always going to be some super cheesy ways to even enhance this faster, but Bungie is usually pretty quick to patch them. As I type this, 2 of the fastest methods have already been patched. So with that said, my recommendation is to work on the Beyond Light campaign missions and focus on doing heroic public events, strikes, Crucible Gambit, Lost Sectors, etc., as these will all providing the drops you need to hit 1200. Once you reach 1200 power, which is the soft cap, those random blues and purples from the world will no longer be power increases for you, and leveling will slow down significantly. Now, you are going to be working towards the hard cap. You need to then focus on your milestone or challenges, which are indicated with a yellow icon across your director. Do all of them. Note that these challenges will offer a powerful legendary item or a pinnacle legendary item once you pass 1200. But pay close attention to what each activity offers. This is because powerful drops will provide increases past 1200 up until 1250, but pinnacle drops will provide increases from 1200 up to 1260, which means the highest base power you can achieve is 1260. You'll want to prioritize doing powerfuls first and then pinnacles until you hit 1250. Then, after 1250 power, pinnacle rewards are the only items that will help you get to 1260. Now, with that said, in the first week or 2, you're probably going to be pretty far from 1250 power, so you can probably just go ahead and do your pinnacles and powerfuls at the same time. But Once you get closer to 1250, you want to pay more attention to this. So, with that all said, here is a quick rundown of all the known ways to get powerful and pinnacle rewards from the weekly challenges and Beyond Light as of week 1. Note that this is always subject to change as Bungie adds and removes options. Note that some of the items don't even appear until you've reached 1200 power, as a failsafe for not accidentally doing them, but not all of them. So, as follows. Here are the powerful reward options. Doing 8 Vanguard bounties from Zavala, doing 8 Crucible bounties from Lord Shaxx, doing 8 Gunsmith bounties from the Gunsmith, doing 8 Gambit bounties from the Drifter, and doing 8 Varix bounties on Europa. You then can get 7 rounds won in the Crucible Glory playlist. Note that this is not games won, it is rounds won through survival. Doing low-tier Nightfall Ordeal runs, getting the Clan XP engram from Hawthorne once you reach 100%, and the Pinnacle Drops are as follows. The Deepstone Crypt Raid, which will not release until 11/21/20. Trials of Osiris will release on the 27th of November now instead of the 13th, and is only available on Fridays through Tuesday at reset. 3 Vanguard strikes completed must match the weekly elemental burn. Doing a 100,000 score on the Nightfall Ordeal. Doing 3 Gambit matches. And doing 3 Crucible Valor playlist matches, whichever is identified for the week. Now, this is a decent list, but note that there are always going to be additional ways to get powerful rewards if you're really sweating hard and trying to grind out your power and to finish all of these items. So for those of you who are trying to grind for a day 1 raid, or maybe you only have 1 character and you have some extra time left to dedicate to leveling after all of these challenges are done, these additional things will keep you leveling up until 1250. Note that Bungie introduced a new thing this season in Season 12 that playing Crucible, playing Strikes, or playing Gambit will randomly provide drops that can increase your power. Now, the chance is fairly low, but if you're the type of person that likes to play Crucible, Strikes, or Gambit over and over again, you will have chances to get small, powerful drops that increase your power. Other big areas in Crucible are playing the competitive and Valor playlists, which will award increased power items when you rank up through the ranking system. And in competitive especially, there are a ton of ranks. So if you play out the playlist after doing all of the other powerfuls, you will continue to get handfuls of powerful rewards that will help you drastically level up. The same thing is true for Gambit. As you increase your infamy ranks, you will also increase powerful drops. However, note that the Gambit infamy ranks are spread out a lot more than the Crucible ones, so Crucible tends to be a little bit faster. Finally, once you have finished getting to 1200, then grinding all the powerful and then pinnacle challenges to get as high of a power level as you can then utilize a second or even third character to repeat this process. Transfer your powerful weapons, your primary, secondary, and heavy, over to a new character, which will instantly boost their power level up and essentially start them off higher than your first character. Then, you do everything I just said again in the same order. After everything is completed on the second character, you'll be even higher than your first character ended at. Then, repeat this one more time on the last character, and your last character will be very high. This process will maximize your power increases and get you as high as you can as soon as possible. Now, this is obviously a very labor-intensive process. To finish all of this on 3 characters in this way will take a lot of playtime each week. But it is the way to get your characters the highest power possible. Whichever character is done last will reach the highest power for the week. Remember that all weekly challenges reset and become available again on Tuesday at reset, so you can do it all over again until you hit that 1260 base power. Here are some final tips and tricks regarding leveling. First, also new this season are XP mods and mods in general on your Ghost. So go to your Ghost and unlock and masterwork it so you can get up to a 12% XP boost. While this won't increase the number of engrams that drop, it will increase the amount of experience you get from activities and bounties and will help boost your artifact boosted power much faster. There is a new mod on the Ghost called Prosperity that will award a chance at a legendary engram from Gambit, Strikes, or Crucible, so make sure you change that as you change the different activities. Also, one-off things like doing the exotic quest Salvation's Grip, the exotic grenade launcher that came out this season, the Adored seasonal quest, which gives you a sniper rifle, will also give powerful rewarded weapons when you finish the quest. Another item is to save your season pass armor until you have a slot that is way behind the others. It'll help boost you up and even things out. For example, if everything on your character is 1215, but your arms are still stuck down at 1208, but your base power is 1215, you can claim the arms on your season pass and they will be 1215, thus boosting that slot in line with the others. Keep at it, keep grinding, and follow these tips and you should be able to get to 1260 as soon as you can. And that's all I have for you all. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments and I'll do best to answer them all. Or message me on Twitter or even join in on Twitch when I'm live and you can get any of your questions answered and get in touch with me because I'm here for you all, sincerely. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for supporting the channel. And until next time, Guardians, best of luck.